Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. And on today's video, it's not a what's up on the wall. Sorry about that. I haven't prepared, to be honest with you. It's a holiday break, and we've just kind of been bouncing all over the place, doing stuff around here and going all over, and just, taking a break. So I really haven't prepared. So what I decided to do is just go through the stats on my phone, the videos that we've done this year, and just kind of give a once over of what happened on the channel this year. So we did it last year, the year-end review, and it was a pretty short video because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff to talk about. There were some really great things that happened last year, but this year, let's just say things kind of blossomed or exploded. So first, I just want to go through some of the, highlights out of the RCs that happened this year. So this year we did get the track built. Sadly I don't show a lot of videos on the track. For me, running on the track is just fun. And when I start getting cameras involved and having to edit all that stuff, it takes a lot of the fun out of it. So I know you guys love watching the track videos, and I am going to try to get more in. It's just, for some reason, it's just not terribly fun running on the track while you're filming yourself. I don't know. But the track got built this year, and there will be more coming for that. I still want to get some smaller jumps made, but yeah, just the cost of building materials is stupid. For me to put up some small jumps is just kind of ridiculous. I can build another kit for the price I can make a couple jumps with. Anyway, Taterton showed up this year, right at the beginning of the year. So if you guys aren't familiar with Taterton, he became the kind of channel mascot and is the logo of the channel at this point. This was handmade by a viewer, Canuck Chuck, and he just offered to, hey, I want to make something for you. Maybe it could be like a mascot. And then when he showed up, this smirky Canadian spud kind of stole the show and, turned into the mascot. So Taterton showed up, so Spuds, aka Spuds, is now the mascot of the channel. RC Elf was here last year. RC Elf was definitely here again this year. So huge shout out to RC Elf. The shelving, we don't have all those cheap plastic stacky units behind me anymore. This was an undertaking all in itself. I thought, oh, this would be a quick Saturday project, and it turned into Saturday and Sunday and part of Monday. And yeah, how that goes. So we hit 1,000 subscribers this year. And then we hit 2,000 subscribers this year. So that was absolutely awesome. So at the end of last year, I said, I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we didn't make it. But fairly soon into 2022, we did hit 1,000 subscribers. We did a giveaway then. And then just recently, we passed over the 2,000 subscribers and are on our way to 3, maybe 4, 5, who knows. Did giveaways for that. Now, real quick, second place never reached out to me, so sorry if you were the second place winner, and it's going to somebody else now. So Ian, I will be contacting you, buddy, and getting your address to ship the Relarlo truck down to you. So one of the most interesting, time-crunched, nerve-wracking events of the year was the CW1 Speedrun Challenge hosted by Phil over at Poor Boys RC. Now, that was fun. Granted, it was crazy and nerve-wracking to get a lunchbox up to 48 miles an hour. But, got second place in that, so I was super stoked with that, considering we just had, goofball engineering and some random hand tools to make all that stuff work. But let's go through the list from basically the start of the year to the end of the year, roughly. There's probably some overlap in there, and I may have missed some stuff, but I just want to run through everything of, what got made and built on the channel this year. So we started off the year with the biggest turd of the year, the Tamiya T3485 little 35th scale tank. And that is currently sitting over there in a drawer in a pile of parts because it was the most overpriced piece of crap I've ever put together. Great static model, terrible RC. We got the Mutz Cuts van built. We did the Mad Max Hopper build. We did the Fighter Buggy RX Memorial Saint Dragon Turbo Scorpion. The Ford GT Mark II, the Monster Beetle Black Edition, the Farm King, Rolling Thunder Custom Build, the SMT Builder's Kit, what we turned into the M&M's truck. We had the SCX-10-2 Builder's Kit, which I turned into the Cliffhanger Body Crawler. My wife also got me the SMT-10 Gravedigger. Right after I bought the builder's kit, they put the regular ones on super clearance sale. So I got that as well. The Radio Shack frame buggy. Got the Subaru Rally on the TTO 1E chassis. Got the Radio Shack Fierce Warriors and kind of went crazy and got 2 of those. The Blitzer Beetle, the Radio Shack Black Wolf, the NSU TT on the MO5. That was a terrifically fun one to drive. It was a great little build, terribly fun to drive. The little Amarillo, little 16 scale, 12 scale buggy. The Radio Shack Baja Screamer 4-wheeler, the Radio Shack Hacksaw monster truck. We also got the vintage kit from the RCL, the 1986 original release of the Lunchbox. So full new in-box kit. That stayed a new in-box kit, but for, completeness of the collection, I guess, and, my own weirdness, I had to build the retro build, which basically that's just a re-release kit, but I put all the old parts in it. So the screws, the fasteners, the hardware, the mechanical speed control. It's running a 27 megahertz radio system in it. So very old school retro build there. Let's see. We did the fighting buggy, the Thundershot, the Tyrrell P34, the 6-wheeler Indy car. That was a terrific driving car as well. Radio Shack Golden Arrow, and then we did the stickers with Nostalgia RC. So, we finally have a great place to get kind of factory reproduction stickers for those. The Arma Senton, it was the Mega 550. I did the CCO2 Ford Bronco. Brent sent over a care package that had the Kawasaki 4-wheeler. It had 2 of the Futaba radios, which I thought I had one here, but I don't. It had 2 of the small little Radio Shack Tyrrell cars, which I still need to get one of those running. Let's see. I bought the Nissan King Cab from Ampro Engineering. He reached out and asked if I wanted to get that, so I ended up buying that. I did get the slipper clutch fixed. This little slipper clutch pad is next to impossible to find unless you want to pay $60+ for it on Evil Bay, and I'm not going to. So we made a new one, and it seems to be working fine. I do need to get different wheels and tires on there. I basically put the Blitzer Beetle wheels and tires on there, and I don't like the way it looks. It just looks wrong. They're on there for now, and we can run it with that. But I do need to get. I can't remember the name of the tires, but they make kind of somewhat similar tires for it, and get the actual white dish wheels for it. Let's see, what else do we get? We got the Gray Edition Cloudbuster. We got the Sand Viper, the Hot Shot. Got the Monster Mutt from Jose Domingo's collection, so I got that through the auction. Got the Terra Scorchers. That was sent over by Keith, so thank you, Keith. RC Icon sent that one over to me. We got the Mad Bull, and then a pile of vintage kits from RCL. We got the Monogram Tornado, which was a brand new in-box kit from '86. That was incredible in itself. Then he sent over kind of that whole big bundle all together. He sent the Super Wheelie, the Toyota Land Cruiser first, and then I got the second package, which that had the Cox Bandito full ready-to-run kit, as well as the Mugen Bulldog 2. And I haven't forgotten about that. I just need to sit down and actually record that video. So hopefully I can do that this weekend and get that out, and you guys can actually go through and see what's inside that kit with me. And then finally, but not least, Bryce sent over the Tamiya Falcon for me. That is sitting on the shelf. I actually have the parts for it, so I can start tearing that down and cleaning that up. And then, I also bought the Pegasus, so that will be on the channel as well soon. Need to tear that down and work on it. Now, stats for this year. I cannot thank you guys enough. And if you're still here on this channel, watching right now, more than likely you are one of my favorite people, and you guys are always watching the videos and make these stats what they are. So I really, really appreciate it. And they're just numbers, but just like everything else, they're mile markers and visualization of this whole YouTube thing. So I don't get hung up on the numbers, so don't think I'm just doing this for the numbers, but it is kind of cool to see. So over the last 365 days, we've gotten 194,000 views on the channel, hit 15,000 plus watched hours of video. That is cool and troubling that you guys are watching that much of me. But I greatly appreciate it. That's awesome. Over 1,600 subscribers this year. So like I said, we clipped off the 1,000 subscriber, and then we marched straight up to 2,000 plus. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And, you know, we're sharing. So full disclosure, I got monetized this year once we hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you guys aren't familiar with YouTube, you know, it just doesn't turn on at, 1,000 subscribers. You qualify at 1,000 subscribers, and it takes about a month and a half, 2 months for you to do all the paperwork and wait for this thing approval and then do this paperwork and wait for that thing to be approved, and then you're finally monetized. So far, since being monetized in May, June, I think it was June, I've earned a whopping $574 on this channel, which is awesome. You know, it's finally starting to, pay me back a very tiny percentage. So I haven't sat down and done the math. I'm not going to sit down and do the math because I'm terrified of the math. But just from this big list of kits, and not the ones that people have sent me, easily over $7,000 in just kits that I bought this year. Please, God, don't let my wife watch this video. Also, unknown amount in parts for all those kits, and paints, and upgrades, and different wheels, different tires, different bodies, whatever. All that stuff adds up. So, $574. I hope it gets a little bit better this year, but it is what it is. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the fame. I certainly don't do it for the fame. I just enjoy you guys. Everybody in the comments, watching everybody else's videos, even though has been getting terribly difficult to do. Just time is just not my friend. But I just love sharing all this stuff with you. I get excited more about, getting up and seeing the comments and interacting with everybody in the comments section about the video than I do about some of the cars, or some of the builds, or some of the driving the cars, or anything like that. That really gets me excited about the hobby. Sharing the information with you guys, talking with you guys. I met friends all around the world. So I have friends, not very many. I am not a super social person. I sit in here and play with little cars a lot of times, or, I'm doing some other hobby. So, I have met a tremendous amount of folks all over the world. I have friends in Australia and Japan and the UK, Wales, Scotland, a bunch in Canada, a bunch in the United States, Indonesia, God, all over the place. I mean, it's so awesome to be able to meet and chat and talk with everybody about a common love that we all have for RC cars. And a lot of us are reliving our childhood. I'm not gonna lie to you. All this stuff behind me is all the stuff I drooled over in the Tower Hobbies catalogs and RC car action magazines when I was a kid. And I'm loving the opportunity that I have to fulfill some of those before they finally toss some dirt on top of me. So, I'm having a blast. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. I think everybody is. I mean, the numbers keep growing, and, I get a whole lot of positive comments. So I greatly appreciate it, guys. This was the wrap up of 2022. We're on to 2023 next. And, who knows? I have no idea where this is going, but I'm having fun doing it. Everybody out there, as always, everybody be happy, be healthy, be safe. And I will see you guys, next year. Come on, I had to get a lame one in there somewhere. See you guys.